Hello everybody. Say hi when you get here. I hope y'all are having a great I hope y'all have had a great hump day, and I hope that y'all have had a great week so far. So say hi when you get here, and feel free to share this video. Hey Linda, just feel free to share this if you have any friends who struggle with large pores and oily skin. Hey Jamie, I'll give just a few seconds for everybody to pop on, because the beginning of this process is probably the most important. So if you are watching, either say hi or drop a 1 or another comment below, or and if you are watching the replay, then drop a heart below or say replay. And then, like I said, as always, please feel free to share this if there's anybody you feel like could benefit from a tutorial application for larger pores and oily skin. So I wanted to jump on and show y'all this, because I've had several questions about how to apply the foundation and cover up your pores. And it's something that I struggle with larger pores sometimes, but ever since I've started using LimeLight skincare, my pores have gotten smaller, and I have dry to normal skin. So this is something that I typically don't cover. So I figured I would hop on and share this with you guys. So I hope that this helps. Hey Debbie, and everybody else. Hey Costa, say hi when you're here. And like I said, feel free to share this. So the first thing that I want to let you guys know is, it is a very common misconception that if you have oily skin, you want to use a toner, you want to strip the oil from your skin, you want to dry it out completely. That is the worst possible thing that you can do for oily skin. When you strip your skin of moisture, what you're doing is you're actually causing your skin to produce more oil. So you are doing the exact opposite of what you need to do. So do not use something that is going to strip your skin of moisture. That is a no-no. What you want to do is you want to use a cleanser for oily skin, and you want to make sure that you are not adding any additional oils on top of that. So the best way to do it is, Austin can say hi. Hi. Say hi. Okay, go inside please, because I got to do this. I'm going to try. Oh, thank you. I'm going to try and do this quick. Okay, so go inside for me, please. I'm
on roller skates.
She's on roller skates. Okay, go inside. Okay, so to recap very quickly, if you have oily skin, do not use something that is going to strip your skin of oil, because you are defeating the purpose. You are making your skin more oily by doing that. So what you want to do is you want to use a cleanser that is like, we have 2 cleansers in our line. One is Quench Cleanse, and that's for normal to dry skin, and one is Dream Clean, and that is for normal to oily skin. I recommend Dream Clean. It is a great gentle foaming cleanser, and it will not strip your face of the oil, but it will help control it. Then you want to go in with a moisturizer or a balm, and the best moisturizer that we have 2 moisturizers. One is Skin Therapist for normal to dry skin, and then we have Calm Balm, and that's for normal to oily or sensitive skin. So use that Calm Balm if you have oily skin. Put that on directly after you wash your face. Hey Linda, hey Jenny, hey everybody, say hi when you get here, and feel free to share this. Okay, so once you have moisturized, yes, oily skin, large pores, moisturize. Do not strip your skin of the moisture. You have to have moisture or your skin is going to produce more. Hey Robin, the next thing, which I have already done this, but this is key. Use a good primer that does not have oil added to it. Our first base primer is amazing. It is an oil control primer, and it's going to set your face, it's going to set your canvas like a whitewash, and it's going to be perfect to apply these foundations on top of it. This also minimizes pores, okay? I have not had to replace this. I have had this since February. It will last you a long time. It is a spritz. It feels great. You need to just let it dry, and it'll go. Linda, hey Brandy. Linda, if you have all three types of skin, are you talking oily, dry, and sensitive? Then I will get with you and we'll do a one-on-one consult. Okay, so like I said, it's very important. Don't strip your skin of moisture. Make sure you have a good primer. This is a primer that also helps shrink pores. So next, you are going to take your foundation color. You want to warm it up, just like we always do, okay? Warm up your foundation. In the areas that you do not struggle with pores, which most of us on our forehead, the pore size is relatively normal. Where we struggle with pores is right here in our nose and around here. So what I'm going to do is I just used that because I had it left over on my hand. So I'm going to use my finger. Your finger is going to be okay to use if you have oily skin or large pores. Make sure that before you touch your face, you know that your hands are clean. Okay? Make sure your hands are clean. Now, you saw how little product I used. I had just had it on my finger from when I heated up. I warmed up my foundation. That's it. Okay? My forehead is completely covered. Now, let me show you. What we're going to do is we're going to take a buffer brush, something that is around this size. You don't want to get any larger than this if you are trying to cover up pores. It's going to sound crazy, but what you want to do is you want to almost fill in those pores with this brush. I know you're like oily skin and large pores. I don't want to add anything to it, but this is different. Forget everything that you know about other foundations, y'all. This is wax based, so it sits on top of the skin. What it's going to do is it's just going to make those sit evenly. So take your buffer brush and go directly into it. And you don't have to get a lot. And you're going to get up and you're going to get right here and you're going to buff. Okay, buff that. Look at the difference, okay? Look at the difference between each side. I'm going to show y'all the amount of coverage this is. And when you finally go, oh, holy crap, that's crazy coverage, then you can throw out some hearts. And I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to do half of this so that y'all can see side by side. And I get right up under here because I always do my foundation first. Because what that's going to do is it's going to limit the amount of foundation you have to use. So anytime you're putting less product on your face, it's going to be better for oil control and it's going to be better for pore size. Like I said, this sits on top of the skin, so you don't have to worry about it sitting in wrinkles. You don't have to worry about it enlarging pores. And once again, I'm going directly into this pan. I'm using very little, and I'm doing a very light hand. Very, very light. Don't forget to get all the way over to your ear. Hey, Rita. And everybody else say hi when you pop on so that I don't miss you. And like I said, feel free to share this. Okay, now look how red my chin is. I'm going to do this on only half. And I have Peace Gloss on. Oh, I think my light's going dead, which is not good. So hopefully y'all will be able to see this. If not, I can plug it in. I'll just move to another spot. But y'all just have to hold tight for me. Alright, now, look at the difference between this half of my face and this half. Look at that. Look at all that redness. And all that redness is gone. Okay. So I'm going to do the other half. Maria, I would definitely say that the buffer brush and a smaller concealer brush, or a smaller stippling brush, is much better. I would use the Blenderful for oily skin though, but to get really into those pores, to cover up those pores, I would definitely use a stippling brush, a small blender brush, something along those lines. So now it's going to take a little bit more time when you're trying to cover up these pores. So I'm just letting you guys know it takes a little bit longer. Am I still freezing for other people? Okay. Now that I've gotten that base layer down, I've covered up any, like, my neck is red because I've been running around. But now that I've gotten that even foundation layer, now what I'm going to do is I'm going in with, I still have my same pan. I'm going to go in with this Dome blender. It's actually an eyeshadow brush, but you want to do a small stippling or small buffer brush when you are using something to cover up your pores, because you want to really get into those pores, cover them up. Okay, so I'm taking this and I'm going directly in here, and okay, hold on, I'm gonna move because I don't want it to cut out. Yep, because there goes my light. Hold on. Sorry. Wait just a second. I gotta plug it in. Apologize, guys. I'm trying to move to a place that has better reception and where I can plug in my light. Because this is actually the part that is the deal maker when you're wanting to cover up some pores. Whoop. I try not to sit over here because of the window behind me, but when that's where the plug-in is, you just got to do it. And hopefully this will be better. Hopefully this will be a better reception area too. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, so let me show you. I have this brush. This is actually a small buffer eyeshadow brush, but I'm just putting a little bit of this in, and anywhere where you struggle with larger pores, which is typically around right here, just take this and you're filling in those pores. And I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, this is a technique that I learned from our celeb makeup artists and pros that we have here at LimeLight. So that is a huge plus. We get to learn from these pros that do Beyonce, Gaga. This is the same foundation and concealer that Kim Kardashian uses. Her makeup artist Mario, this is what he uses. Okay? So you're not using jankety makeup. You're using the stuff that the stars use. And you're getting it delivered to your door. Plus, you have a beauty guide expert like myself that comes along with it to recommend any technique or anything like that. That's why LimeLight is different. Okay, and I'm sitting lower now, so I need to actually lower this. Shoot, hold on. Come out. I gotta lower the table. Okay. All right, there we go. So can y'all see the difference? Like, look at that. Now I have a blemish right here. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right here. And this is just still foundation. Okay? There we go. Hold on, let me turn that up. Not in Conway what? Okay. Now, let's move on quickly to concealer. Show y'all concealer really quickly. Concealer number 3 is my color. I'm going to warm it up. And y'all remember what I say. It's a triangle. So go here. Make your triangle. Anywhere that you have blemishes, like I do right here, which you can barely see now that I covered it up with foundation. Go there. Make your triangle. Use your finger, or you can use a small concealer brush and just pat it to where you rub it in. Very, very light-handed. We don't need extra. I'm going to scoot back so that y'all can see this better. We do not need extra help dragging down, pulling down our skin, causing more wrinkles. So use that ring finger that has the lightest pad. Okay? Now, so what did I say? The most important thing about applying foundation and concealer sorry y'all, I'm almost finished. I'm going back over with this buffer brush just to make sure it's all even. But the most important thing that I've said is when you have oily skin or large pores, what you do not want to do is strip your skin of moisture. It sounds crazy, but what you want to do, you still want to moisturize. You just don't want to add more. Right, Taylor? I know. What you want to do, you just do not want to add more oil. So don't get anything that has oil added. No LimeLight products have oil added unless they are oils. We have face oil and we have our One Drop Wonder. That's an oil serum. Okay, now that primer spray automatically going to help you with oil control and going to help you shrink your pores. I was in my other area over here, so I've got to grab my stuff. This is the game changer, guys. This translucent powder. You want to control oil and you want to make sure your pores look small, you better set this foundation with this powder. I hardly will ever allow anybody to purchase just a foundation from me, because I know good and well that if you do not use it with this powder that is completely colorless, it is not a translucent powder, it is a colorless powder, which means it has zero pigment to it. If you do not set this powder or set it with this powder, you're not going to get the full potential of this product. So I would rather you spend $22 to get this powder than to not get the full effects of this amazing foundation. It is night and day. And it does not add, like I said, it adds no pigment. What it does is it mattifies and sets this foundation in place. It becomes the perfect palette for your face when you add your blush, your bronzer, your contour colors, anything like that. You need to have this or it will not be blendable, because you're putting a powder on top of a wax. So think about that. If you put a powder directly on top of a wax, it's going to stick there. Okay, I'm almost finished, guys. Finish it off with this powder, because obviously my connection sucks. I love that we pay $200 a month for our Wi-Fi. the fastest Wi-Fi that AT&T has to offer, and it doesn't work. And nobody else is streaming anything right now, so I can't even blame it on the kids and their iPads. Alright, so there we go. Got that. Now typically I would do my bronzer and my blush right now, but to finish this off, you grab your finishing spray. So this is our 10 years younger finishing spray. It will hold your makeup for 16 hours. This locks it into place. It feels amazing too. Alright, so there you have it. That's it. If you use those things as a combination, a moisturizer, a primer, our foundation with a buffer brush and a small brush that you can really circular, like make the circular motion to get into those pores. It does sound crazy, but go with it. Get into those pores. It will flatten them out and help you appear like you have a smoother surface. Put your translucent powder on, your colorless powder on, and then finish with a finishing spray. It locks it into place, controls oil, and keeps those pores small. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. If you are new and you do not know who I am, my name is Emily Avra. Thank you. Please share if you feel like you need to share this with your networks. And I'll be back to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. And this is Emily Avra, your sassy coach. I'll come at you tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.